In today's video, we are once again in Gloucester, and in a change to our normal approach of bemoaning poor designs of roads and roundabouts, we're actually going to be telling you just how good 3 roundabouts in this area are. There is a caveat to that though, and that is that it appears there are still drivers who can't fathom these perfectly good roundabouts out, which even led to one man taking to Facebook to post a diagram of how to use it. And no, it wasn't me. So let's discuss it. Wonder Trucker's Eye.
How can they not understand it? It's easy. Oh shit!
The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye.
Many drivers will have been in this position before, approaching a roundabout and taking in the directions and destinations before you head onto the roundabout. But when you get on the roundabout, having followed the signage and lane markings perfectly, you get halfway around the roundabout, and then through no fault of your own, you are now in a lane that doesn't go to the exit that you want. We've covered roundabouts like this in other videos, such as the Gresford interchange near to Wrexham, which these days is frankly a little bit of a mess. There's a link to that video at the end of this one, but here in Gloucester there are 3 absolutely perfectly lined roundabouts. There is this one at Barnwood, which is apparently known locally as the C&G roundabout, and as you can see we are turning right and follow the directions perfectly around the roundabout to our exit, without the need to change lanes on the roundabout whatsoever. In another recent video on this channel we delivered to the Walls ice cream factory, and to get into the factory you have to double back on yourself at this roundabout, which is called the Walls roundabout. Apparently the factory stretched a lot further along this road than it does today, and the entrance was closer to this roundabout, hence the name. Just as a quick side note, with your driving position being a lot higher up in a truck, you can see the problem with these slats that they put on some traffic lights. If you hadn't have seen them on red earlier, would you actually know whether they were working or not? The slats are angled down, making the green light only visible to cars and such like. This roundabout is exactly the same as the Barnwood roundabout, perfectly lined so that once you get into the correct lane on the approach to the roundabout, the lanes will feed you seamlessly around the roundabout and off to the exit that you require. The third roundabout is this one where the A40 from Cheltenham meets the A417, and as with the other 2, it's perfectly lined. Get in the correct lane on the approach and the lanes will take you off at your exit. Now all of these 3 roundabouts have been upgraded over the past decade or 2, and with Gloucester Airport being nearby, we are unable to send a drone up at this roundabout, which is the Elmbridge Court roundabout, or also the Barnwood or C&G roundabout, so we can only rely on the footage from the ground. But hopefully you can see how easy it is to navigate these 3 roundabouts. So that leads to the point of this video. Some drivers aren't able to fathom out such a simplistic road design, so the question has to be, just how bad are their driving standards? This particular roundabout at Elmbridge Court was only recently upgraded, with the addition of a road that takes you straight through the middle of the roundabout if you wanted to maintain your route along the A40 from Cheltenham and around to the north side of Gloucester. But quite unbelievably, authorities still had to produce a video to show you how to negotiate it. Are some drivers really that bad?
Okay, so with that A40 approach from the Golden Valley in mind, let's take you through the lane options. As you move towards the roundabout, the far left lane is signed for the A417 and shown here with the blue arrows. If you're heading towards Stroud, the Cotswolds and beyond, just keep left. Nice and simple. If it's Long Levens and the city you're after, you'll want lane 2, as shown here by the green arrows.
So just to interject at this point, if there is one teeny tiny gripe that I have with this roundabout, it's that lane 2 from this approach could actually be signed up as either Long Levens or the left turn with the blue arrows along the A417, as 2 lanes do actually go to the left too. I'll put a link in the description of this video to that council video, as the guy narrating it actually has a bit of wit about him. However, I did lose interest when he started talking about the red arrows, but then there were no jets to be seen.
Red 1, smoke on, go. Radars, brake left.
But even after all this effort to describe the layout for what really should be self-explanatory to any driver with an ounce of knowledge, there are still many accidents on this roundabout, just like this one. Clearly someone had run a red traffic light. Just flipping back to my stunning graphic, I'm not actually the first person to come up with such a spectacular design piece, but to explain why that was, we need to get back down to the Barnwood or C&G roundabout.
Stop! Unfortunately, due to a lack of free time and in order to get this video finished for you, this second part had to be put together in the truck and away from our home studio, so the microphone quality is a bit different from this point forward.
Carry on!
So it doesn't matter which direction you come from to get to this roundabout. But for me it's self-explanatory. Follow the arrows to which way you want to go. But apparently, some drivers just can't fathom that one out. So one man took to Facebook back in 2018 just to draw a diagram on how to use it. He'd become sick and tired of drivers not knowing where they were going. But how do they not know where they're going? This is so simple to use. His diagram was aimed at the people coming from Cheltenham and heading towards Gloucester, for which you would need to make a right turn at this roundabout. Using Google Maps you can see that you either need two of the right lanes to take you around to the A38 and Corinium Avenue. It's also signposted further back as Gloucester A38. The approach to the roundabout these days has the more modern arrows telling you to continue in the lane, whilst the signage shows you that two lanes will go right. If we look further back in time you can see that the arrows on the floor showed you what the signage did. But apparently this was misleading to some drivers who thought they should turn right onto the roundabout and head anti-clockwise around it. I mean, how do you get that so wrong? Prior to this roundabout being upgraded, the layout on the roundabout approach was much smaller with just 3 lanes, and that caused it to become a notorious bottleneck. But when you look at it objectively, the only change that was added was an extra left turn lane to head out towards the A417 East. So for the man to have to draw a diagram to show drivers how to turn right, nothing actually changed. As much as I might call some road planners out for silly designs, this roundabout is perfectly done. It's just a shame that some drivers can't understand simple basic road markings. Incredibly, this roundabout was voted as one of the 6 worst in Gloucester, and that was according to a publication called Gloucester Live. And I'll bet you'll never guess what one of the other 6 was. Yep, the Walls roundabout at the other end of Corinium Avenue. And again, that one's also designed relatively perfectly. So come on, let's get over there, as this has started to say more about driving abilities than the actual planning of roads. This is the infamous Walls roundabout, and we're away from the airport, so we're actually allowed to get the drone up at this one. And hopefully, if you watch the traffic, you'll see how everybody seems to stay in lane and take the junction that they wish absolutely perfectly. After half an hour of watching the traffic, and yes, I did have too much time on my hands on this day, I struggled to find anyone who wasn't unable to follow this perfectly designed roundabout. So for people voting it one of the 6 worst in Gloucester, I'd say it's probably best not to travel outside of Gloucester, as there are far worse roundabouts than this one, or the other 2 we had featured in this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then please consider doing so. We've actually blasted past 7,500 subscribers, and we would like to thank every single one of you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time. One trucker's eye.